Football is a game of inches, but it's also a game of seconds. Decisions are made in an instant, and making the right decisions under pressure is the difference between winning and losing. When we think about the decisions made in football, we think about decisions made by players at the skill positions, the quarterback, the running back, the wide receivers. But what's often not talked about, and what any true football enthusiast knows, is that the unsung heroes of football are the offensive linemen. The goal of offense is to advance the ball 10 yards within 4 attempts, or 4 plays. On each play, the offense either runs the ball towards the yellow line or passes the ball to a receiver. Run and pass plays look quite different, and the offensive linemen perform very different roles on these two types of plays. Here's a standard run play, where the role of the offensive lineman is to push the defensive lineman back and create holes for the running back. On a pass play, offensive linemen create a wall in front of and around the quarterback and tend to take steps back towards the quarterback to reduce the area they need to protect. The job of defensive linemen is to determine whether to attack the quarterback or try to stop the running back, and any tells they can find to better make this decision can be game-changing. Zebra's player tracking allows us to look for tells systematically and better understand tendencies of linemen. We sought to answer a simple question this term. Can we correlate lineman positions to a tendency to run or pass? First, we decided to hone in on 1st and 10 plays with 5 offensive linemen. So far this season, there have been roughly 1,500 plays of this variety. Here we show the positions in a scatter plot, where each lineman has a different color, and the QB is shown in red. We can plot the positions for run and pass plays separately as shown here. While to the eye there are certainly some differences in the point clouds, there is no obvious distinguishing features. Conventional wisdom in football is that the offensive linemen line up further from the line on pass plays to give themselves more time to better block the incoming defensive player. This is the conventional wisdom, and this is the hypothesis that we're trying to test against. We use machine learning to determine whether this hypothesis is true. Using the player tracking data, we tried to correlate the distances between each lineman from one another to a run versus pass outcome. Our logistic regression showed that at best we can draw a line above which 55% of the time we anticipate a pass instead of a run. While this is slightly better than a 50-50 guess, it seems that the conventional wisdom does not stand up over this large data set and is thus not a strong general tell. This framework that we've built, however, may show us some very interesting things about football in the future. If we're able to incorporate after the snap motion, we'll be able to do regression on outcomes of success, such as whether your play will give you a certain number of yards and how often it will be able to do that. We'll also be able to do team-level analysis to assist in game planning and better study situational football. Thank you all for listening.